Welcome back to Wire Sculpture. We will now be doing our critique. Let's take a look at one of our finals. You'll notice that there is a sketch, a drawing that is accompanied by the wire sculpture. It should be posted in the hallway, and this is the one I'll be using as my example throughout my work. Notice that once again, there's a continual line drawing that should closely resemble the sculpture that we did with our wire. We will begin by looking at this worksheet. Notice that you are the name of the reviewer. Please put your name by the name of the reviewer so you get credit. And the first artist you will review is yourself. So you'll put your name down as the artist. Please remember that will be the only one that changes on the other side. If you put your name next to reviewer, you're telling me that you're the one who's going to get the points. The artist is the person you're reviewing, so I know which artwork you were looking at. You are going to get points for reviewing your work and one other person. Right now, all you need to do is put down your name for reviewer and then your name down for artist. The only people that will not do this are people whose artworks aren't out here. They are still the reviewer. The artist name will change because that's whose work they are reviewing. As with any of our critiques, we always start with the best part about this piece is. I can't tell you what you think the best part about this piece is, and yes, you have a picture and a sculpture to look at. But for mine, I'm going to say how it looks like a person because it has two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Please remember, I'm going to be getting all my points from the use of the word because. I give something that I like, and then using because, I explain why. What do you like best? Remember that you have to say something that is constructive, something that somebody can build off of. We are starting with a compliment. Find just something nice to say. Our next prompt is, I think a part that may need more work is. What could they work on that could improve their work? For this time, I used a fact because there are facts that we'll need to get 100% on this. My fact is how the sculpture does not look like the drawing because they should look alike. That's a fact. That is something I will grade you on. They should be similar. However, I could change my answer to an opinion. My opinion for this time was the beard should be more pointy because that would make it look more like hair. Not all hair is pointy, it can be wavy, but this is just my opinion of the piece. Still using the word because, trying to get full credit, but I am allowed to say an opinion. However, this is an opinion that somebody could build off of. I don't say it stinks, I don't say it's bad. I just say, hey, I think the hair should be pointy instead of the waves that I put in. And of course, we have the nothing answer. You're allowed to say nothing. This part may need no new work to make it perfect or better. You think this work is the bee's knees. All I know is, hey, nothing needs to be done. So I can put down nothing, but I have to put down nothing because. Nothing because the work is so well done. Please remember anything that's not constructive criticism, anything that can be considered rude, hurtful, will be an instant 0. Of course, you're allowed to redo the work. It doesn't matter if you say because or not. All right? You need to say something constructive or you'll get an instant 0. Please stray away from that. Our third prompt for this is one of our new prompts. And it is what I think I really see is because sometimes our drawings don't look like what we think they do. It could be because you drew something and it looks different at the end, or it could be because you're looking at a new piece of artwork and it could look different. For mine, I could say, hey, instead of that face I made, it looks like the ghost from Pac-Man because of the wavy beard and eyes look just like one. Other people may see it when they look at it. Other people may go, no, I see something different. But at the same time, you're using the word because, and you're allowed to say what you think you really see. It's not hurting anybody's feelings. It just means it's abstract and we're seeing something that wasn't intended to be there. All right, our fourth prompt is the trickiest one of all. Please listen. I want you to notice that you have to circle one of these to finish the sentence. This sentence makes no sense unless you circle one. I think the sculpture or the picture is closer to depicting what they want me to see, because what looks like what you think they want you to look like? For example, I try to draw a face. Which one looks better or more like a face? The sculpture or the picture? Pick one of those words by circling it and telling me which one is more like a face. You're going to have to pick one. Once I have circled one of them, I have now finished my prompt, and I can now start and finish my sentence. Oh my gosh, look at that. I already have the word because in there. A little gift from me to you. So all you have to do now is finish the sentence. Why? So the picture looks more like a person than the sculpture, because I think the picture looks more like a person than the sculpture. Let's not overthink this. Why is the thing that we're choosing, the sculpture or the picture, the thing that looks more like what they want us to see? Sometimes the picture will be better, sometimes the sculpture will be better. And that's just the way it is. Which one do you like more? Of course, when you finished, please read it over, then turn it over. You'll have the same exact sheet. Remember, you are the reviewer. You are going to put your name by reviewer. This is how you get points. I can't give them to you unless you put your name by reviewer. And then, who did you end up with our magic number? The person assigned is the name of the new artist. Everybody will have somebody to choose. If you don't know whose work it is, hopefully their name's on the outside. Or you can ask around, or of course, please ask me. By this point, I should know who everybody's work is. And if I don't, I'll figure it out for you, because I want to know whose work you're looking at. And then we repeat this process again, using the word because for every answer. Please do this so you can get full points. Hey, please remember to share your critique with somebody. Make sure it makes sense, because sometimes we write things that make sense in our head, and when we put them out there, it makes sense until we read it and we realize it makes no sense. Make sure that because is used. Some friends forget to use that. Sometimes if you find another way of explaining how by using words like why, I will allow it, but mostly I look for that word because, so make sure it is used. And last but not least, make sure it's finished. If you're skipping over spaces, you're not going to get those credits. Please get those credits. You are worth 100. Let's look over the critique rubric for scoring points. You will get 100 points if you have used because for every answer. You've done all 8 prompts, and of course, you are using the vocabulary appropriately. Looking over that, if you miss 1 to 2 prompts, you're at 85. If you miss 3 to 4, you're at 70. At 60, you have not answered some, maybe 1 to 2 prompts. You can miss 1 to 2 and still get 60. Or that you have 5 or more prompts without the word because. And lastly, 0 points if you have 3 or more prompts left blank. Make sure you do both sides. Leaving out the other side automatically gets you a 0. Make sure you're getting all your work done. You are worth 100%. And if you don't get 100 on this, come back and do it again. I want you to get your 100. You are worth it.